so today we're going to talk about equations with the distributive property, and I'm going to show you two different ways to do these problems. The first way is, what this means is it's saying 3 times this entire quantity is 15. So we can take this 3 and distribute it to everything on the inside. So 3 times 2x is 6x, plus 3 times 1 is 3, right? I took both of these pieces and multiplied them by 3. And then that is set equal to 15. And now it's just your regular two-step equation where we're going to subtract 3. So I have 6x equals 12, and then divide by 6 to get x equals 2. Okay, that's the first way that you can solve these. That way is totally fine. But what I want to show you is what I think is a little bit of an easier way. So let's look at letter D. That way I don't have to move my paper up and down as many times. So if this is saying -5 times this whole quantity, if we took this side and divided it by -5, and if I did that to the right side, then -5 divided by -5 would cancel. And what I'd be left with is 8x plus 2 equals 30 divided by -5 is -6. Now it's a two-step equation, so we're going to get subtract 2, 8x is -8. We're going to divide both sides by 8 to get x equals -1. And that's it. Okay, so whichever way you decide is easier for you is fine. I personally like to divide by this outside number first. Okay, occasionally, like if this had been 32, then I would have had to do 32 divided by 5, and I wouldn't want to do that. But I think everything I've given you today and in this chapter, it's going to be divisible. So let's do this. I'll do it both ways on either side. Okay, so with letter B, let's do where we distribute it. So -2 times 4x is -8x, plus -2 times 4 is -8. And I'm writing plus -8 is subtracting 8, but you can do it however you want. Okay, so now I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So I have -8x equals 40. And then I'm going to divide both sides by -8, and I will get x, equals -5. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. So it was -2 times 4x plus 4 equals 32. I'm going to show you the same problem worked out the other way. So if I divided everything by -2, that would cancel, and I'm left with 4x plus 4 equals -16. Because 32 divided by 2 is 16, and it's a positive divided by a negative, which is a negative. So now I would subtract 4 to get 4x is -20, and then divide by 4 to get x is -5. So same answer, two different ways. Okay, let's look at E. I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by -4. That's going to cancel. So now I just have what was inside my parentheses, -3x minus 2 equals 32 minus 4, 32, divided by -4 is -8. So next step, two-step equation, add 2, -3x equals -6, divide both sides by -3, x equals 2. Okay, questions on that? I asked that like you guys can answer me. Okay, if you have questions, send me an email, let me know. Why don't you guys pause your video and try to do C and F, and then I will show you how or what you should have got. Okay, let's look at C. I'm going to go ahead and divide this side by 10 and this side by 10. So when I do that, 10 and 10 cancel, and what I'm left with is 2x minus 4 equals 80 divided by 10 is 8. So now it's a two-step equation. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I have 2x equals 12 divide both sides by 2, and I get x equals 6. Okay, and I haven't really referenced this this lesson, but what we're doing is we're figuring out what value of x makes this true. So you can go through and check your answer to see if it makes it true. So with x being 6, then I'm saying 10 times 2 times 6 is 12 minus 4 equals 80. So what's 12 minus 4? 8. What's 10 times 8? 80. So 80 equals 80, and I know I got it right. So if you're not sure, you can check your answer and see if you got it right. Okay, last one, letter F. I'm gonna go ahead and divide both sides by -7. So that's gonna cancel. 2x minus 5, 63 divided by -7 is -9. After I do that, I add 5 to both sides. So now I'm left with 2x equals -4. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to get x equals -2. And if I wanted to check it, -2 times 2 would be -4. -4 minus 5 is -9. -7 times -9 is +63.